So I believe humans were created by God to be generous. It's in our DNA. It's how we are built. I give because I know that Towson Presbyterian Church is a place where God's work is happening. And the church, what it has done in this past year and what it will continue to do is an inspiration to us all. And I invite you to join me, and I invite you to join the Stewardship Committee in making a year-end gift, as well as making a pledge of an intentional gift for 2022. And what I'd like to bring to attention is our hunger ministries. So the mission projects, due to the pandemic, as well as the mission projects that we have always done to address hunger insecurity here in Towson, have exploded. It has been so exciting to see God at work through our partnership with AME Church down the street, delivering our lunchtime meals, as well as the partnership with Student Support Network, with all of the drives that we have helped them with, as well as our own garden here on the grounds at Towson Presbyterian Church. Our gardeners are amazing at providing healthy food to ACTC, as well as the abundance of canned foods and non-perishables and Thanksgiving baskets that you, Towson Presbyterian Church, have provided our neighbors in need this past year. Thank you so much for your generosity. So the pandemic has given us many, many lessons. One of the biggest lessons that we are learning here at Towson Presbyterian Church is how to operate on a virtual campus as well as in our traditional physical building. What we have learned is we are being called to go where the people are. And where the people are is virtual. So our expansion of live stream services, as well as our in-person, as well as virtual small groups, have exploded over the past year. We are reaching more people now than we ever did before the pandemic. More people are tuning in to our worship services, and that is so exciting. So during the pandemic, we took advantage of maybe a little lighter use of the building to make some significant improvements. Again, thanks to your generosity, we were able to make major upgrades to our air in the sanctuary to provide healthier and safer air circulation. Continue with projects to improve our energy efficiency, reduce our carbon footprint here in our beloved building at 400 West Chesapeake. We've been able to replace some windows. We've been able to replace all of the lighting with LED. So both of those investments will pay dividends for years to come. Thank you for your generosity to allow us to continue to maintain as well as improve our physical home here in Towson. Thank you for your generosity that has allowed Towson Presbyterian Church to continue to grow. And we have been able to grow our staff. This is so exciting. We are so happy to welcome 2 new staff members, Allison and Mimi, to our already existing amazing, wonderful personnel here at Towson Presbyterian Church. Thanks to your generosity, not only were we able to hire some new staff members to assist with all of the growing that's been going on around here, but we've also been able to pay equitably, give our existing staff some mid-year raises, as well as we've had to increase some of the hours and some of the responsibilities of our existing staff. All of of this is because of your generosity, and all of this is because of God's call, enabling and asking Towson Presbyterian Church to grow. We've also been blessed with 2 parish associates. They are volunteering their time and their talents, their gifts to Towson Presbyterian Church. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Mary, for the work that you've already done and the work that you will do for us. Thank you so much. So I especially want to thank the parents and the children and the youth of Towson Presbyterian Church. It's been a tough time for us all. But Towson Presbyterian Church, you have been an anchor for us, and I hope that the children have been able to take advantage of all of the wonderful offerings that Janess has put together during the pandemic, as well as continuing after the pandemic. It was a hard year, online school. It was tough. But Towson Presbyterian Church, we were able to offer our summer Camp Bee Tree, just like we do every summer. Went off without a hitch. In fact, it was probably the best summer for many of our campers because after being in their house for a year, thank you for your generosity that enabled Towson Presbyterian Church to absorb the cost of additional busing. We needed to spread the children out, but it was so important to get them to Camp Bee Tree every single day. So thank you for your generosity that enabled us to do that. Thank you for your generosity that has enabled us to extend Janessa's role here at Towson Presbyterian Church so she can continue to offer such wonderful love and wonderful programs and wonderful support to our children and youth. So friends at Towson Presbyterian Church, I invite you to give. For those of you who received the mailing, you probably received a pledge envelope, which you may use or you may give online. It is completely up to you. But what we are asking for is any end of year gifts. Please get those in. You may use this envelope or online. And we are also asking you to pledge a gift for 2022. We believe being intentional in your giving is so important. In the same way that you're intentional giving of your time and your talents, we ask that you think about and pray about being intentional with your financial gifts as well. And I can't thank you enough for all that you do for Towson Presbyterian Church.